first thing you want to do is go to google.com and make sure you're signed in. And you know you're signed in by your image, your icon, or your profile picture right up here in the corner. If you don't have a Gmail account, you can set one up pretty easily. Right now, I'm doing this on the Chrome browser. I think that one was recommended for this. So log in to your Gmail account on preferably a Chrome browser. Once you've logged in, you're going to go over here to your waffle. You're going to click on it and you're going to go to Drive right here. Drive. You're going to click on that. And you probably are going to need to add Google Draw to your Drive. I didn't have it in there this morning, so what I did is I went to New, and you go down here to More, and there's Google Drawings right there. So that's how you add it to your Google Drive, pretty easy. And then when you look at your Drive, you're going to see what you're working on. I'm seeing what I'm working on right here. So you double click on that to open it up. So once you're in Google Drawing, you're going to go to File, New Drawing, and you're going to get this page, this checkerboard looking page. First thing you're going to do for this Mosaic project is you go to Shapes right here, Shapes, and click Rectangle, and you're going to draw a rectangle that covers your whole page. And this is going to end up being your black, the lines in your drawing, the Mosaic lines. So right now it defaults to this light blue, so you go right here to this icon and you can click black and it'll fill it in black. It has to be selected for you to change it. So it's selected because it's outlined in this blue and it has these little square points on it. That means it's selected. I want to take away any outlines on my shape, so you do that by going here, border color, and clicking transparent. So now I'm going to upload an image to work with. Now, I think I would recommend for your first one to pick something pretty simple. I picked a flower, and it ended up taking a little bit more time than I thought it would. And so I'm really glad I didn't pick a picture of like my daughter's Halloween costume. That would have been a lot more difficult to finish. So I just picked a flower. So to upload an image onto your drawing here, you're going to go to Insert over here, Insert Image, and I went to Search the Web. You can also upload it from your computer. So just type in anything here, anything you're interested in, and it's going to give you all these examples. Flower, pineapple. So whatever you're interested in, type it up here, and I would recommend keeping it relatively simple to begin with. So let's say I'm going to do pineapple. So I'm going to I'll click the picture and then insert. I believe you can also click and drag. So if this happens, I'm wondering, okay, so it didn't go on there somehow. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go to Insert Image, Search Web. I'm just going to click and drag. Unable to create some images. So here I'm going to select my image, hit Insert, and it puts it in there for you. I would recommend not using clip art. Use a real photograph. That way you have more details, natural details in your coloring. Clip art usually is just a flat color and it won't be as interesting to work with. So pick an image, and also you want to keep in mind image size, because to work on this, you're going to want to zoom in maybe and work on some of these parts. And when you zoom in, if it's a low quality image, it's going to be really like pixelated. So here's one way to zoom in. Go to View, Zoom, and you got these options here. 100% will bring you in closer. 200% will bring you even closer. So it will allow you to work in more detail. Of course, you can go up and down this way on the sidebar and across this way on your bottom bar. So the main thing you're going to be using while working on this project is polyline, and it can be found right here next to your arrow. Click on that and go down to polyline and click on that. You're going to get this plus sign cursor. So now I'm not going to do this whole pineapple, but I'm just going to demo. Every time you click, so I clicked, click, 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 click. So then it wants to fill it in. The first time it'll just fill it in with something random. You're going to go up here to your color, and this is kind of fun. You try to match the color of what you just drew on top of. That's not exactly perfect. These aren't going to be all the colors that these aren't the only colors that you can use. You can go to custom and try to get more accurate. Is that better? No, I want it more yellow. So I go back to custom. So I go back to custom. Oh, okay, I need it to be yellower. So, you can play around with your colors this way. So let's see. So I want it more orange. All right, so then you just draw the next shape. The second time you do it, it'll just remember what your last selection was, and so it'll fill it for you. So sometimes that can be really handy. So what I might do is I might go everywhere that I think this color is and just do that. That way I don't have to change my color each time. But you might want to do it different. So when you go to draw a shape next to another shape, this is how you get the mosaic look. See how I left this line right here in between my two shapes? I'll do another one. There's another one, and I'll do another one here. Now these, I might need to go back and change some of the colors here. All right, so let's say you're working, you've gotten quite a bit done. You kind of want to see what it looks like without the image behind it. You're going to go to arrange. No, actually, the first thing you're going to do is use your selection tool here. Click on your image. You know it's selected because now it's got this blue line around it. You're going to go to arrange, and you're going to arrange, order, send to back. So then you can see what you've worked on without the image there. And so to bring it back, arrange, order, and bring forward. If you bring it to front, it goes on top of your drawing, so bring forward. Yeah, and then you can keep working on it. So let's say one of these I want to change a color. I go to my cursor, I select it. Now it's hot. Now it's selected. So I'll go and maybe I'll choose a darker. Is that right? Oh, that's pretty close. So once you've used a few colors, if you've created them, they'll be down here for you to use. Let's see, let me go back and do that. That was the darker one. No, it didn't choose that. Okay. That's what I was doing. I didn't customize it. Okay. So here's another image that I created, and I wanted to show you what I was doing in the beginning. I was just sort of outlining each shape. So that petal, I would outline it. This petal, I would outline that one. And then I realized that's not really doing the mosaic look. So then I started breaking each petal down more into like the different values or the different shades. Like I saw a darker purple in here, so I drew that. Then I saw like a medium purple in here, and so I drew that. And then a really light purple, and I drew that. So I didn't draw so much the leaves as I drew the color change. And same with this darker color in here. So the bottom half of this flower has more of like the mosaic, like stained glass look, and the top it looks a little bit different. So I would encourage you to look at the color changes and the value changes in the pictures that you choose.